Amish secrets to fast food growing. How they harvest fresh produce quickly. Most people assume growing food fast requires chemicals, artificial fertilizers, or even genetically modified seeds. But the Amish? They've been doing it for generations. Naturally. No high-tech gadgets. No synthetic boosters. Just time-tested techniques passed down through families. Ever wondered how they manage to produce fresh, nutrient-rich food so quickly? Their secret isn't just hard work. It's strategy. It's wisdom. It's knowing how to work with nature instead of against it. Let's dive into their best-kept secrets, methods that let them grow food at incredible speeds without sacrificing quality. 1. Companion planting. The power of perfect pairings. Picture this. A lush green field. Crops growing together, side by side, almost like they're helping each other. That's because they are. The Amish don't plant randomly. They pair plants strategically, some for protection, some for nutrients, some for better growth. Every plant has a purpose. Corn, beans, and squash, the legendary three sisters. Corn gives beans a structure to climb. Beans add nitrogen to the soil. Squash shades the ground, keeping it moist. Basil near tomatoes. It's not just for flavor. Basil repels insects, keeping those juicy tomatoes safe. Marigolds with vegetables. A natural insect repellent. Keeps pests far, far away. This method boosts growth, prevents disease, and speeds up harvesting. While others are waiting for their crops to grow, the Amish are already gathering food. 2. Soil enrichment, feeding the earth, feeding the crop. Want fast-growing food? Start with rich, powerful soil. That's Amish wisdom. They don't dump artificial fertilizers into their fields. Instead, they build their soil over time, using composted manure from cows, horses, and chickens. A natural, slow-release fertilizer. Mulch made from straw, leaves, and grass. Keeps moisture in, keeps weeds out. Crop rotation, a simple but brilliant technique. Never plant the same thing in the same place twice. Keeps the land fertile. Their soil? It's alive, packed with nutrients, and plants thrive in it, growing faster and stronger than anything sprayed with chemicals. 3. Dense planting, no wasted space, no wasted time. Walk through an Amish garden, and you'll notice something. No empty spaces. Every inch is used. Every plant has a place. That's intensive gardening. Square-foot gardening. Planting crops close together to choke out weeds and hold moisture. Raised beds. Keeps the soil warm. Speeds up germination. Helps roots grow deep. Staggered planting. Instead of waiting for everything to ripen at once, they plant in waves. Always something ready to harvest. While most people plant once and wait, the Amish plant in cycles. A continuous food-producing machine. 4. Simple greenhouses growing food year-round. Most people think greenhouses are fancy, high-tech things. The Amish? They build simple, effective ones. No electricity, no machines. They use cold frames, wooden boxes with glass tops, trap warmth, protect seedlings, hoop houses, metal frames covered in plastic, keep crops warm in winter, natural ventilation. They open and close sections by hand, letting fresh air in. This means food grows fast, even in the coldest months. No need to wait for spring. No need to depend on grocery stores. 5. Heirloom seeds, the Amish secret to supercharge growth. The seeds? They're not from a packet, not from a store. They're heirloom seeds, passed down for generations. Carefully saved, carefully chosen. Why does that matter? Because they're naturally resistant to disease. No chemicals needed. They germinate fast. No waiting weeks for sprouts. They taste better. More flavor, more nutrients, more everything. Every year, The Amish select only the best seeds from their crops. Over time, they've created some of the strongest, fastest-growing plants out there. 6. Nature's timing, the Amish calendar for quick growth. The Amish don't just throw seeds in the ground and hope for the best. They follow nature's cues. Moon cycles. Some crops grow better when planted on a full moon. Others prefer the new moon. The Amish follow this. It works. Seasons. They plant just before the last frost, just after the first thaw. Timing is everything. Weather watching. No fancy radars, no forecasts. Just old-school observation. They plant when nature is ready. Not too soon. Not too late. That makes all the difference. 7. Harvesting fast and smart, the Amish way. Growing food fast is only half the story. Harvesting it at the right moment is the other half. The Amish don't wait too long. They pick at peak ripeness. That means more flavor, more nutrients, less waste, no overripe, mushy food, faster regrowth. The more you pick, the more the plant produces. Then, they preserve it immediately. Root cellars, cool, dark, perfect for storing vegetables for months. Fermentation, not just for taste, but for preservation. Sauerkraut, pickles, kimchi. Canning, jars of fresh tomatoes, beans, peaches, ready to eat all winter. Nothing is wasted. Everything is used. 8. No-till farming, letting nature do the work. Most modern farms till their land every season, turning over the soil with heavy machinery. The Amish? They don't. Instead, they practice no-till farming, a method that keeps moisture in the soil. No exposed dirt means less evaporation. Protects the natural soil structure. No disturbance means worms, microbes, and nutrients stay where they belong. Prevents erosion. Tilled soil washes away easily. No-till soil stays strong. Rather than breaking the earth open, they layer compost and mulch on top, letting nature enrich the soil from the surface down. This method keeps the land healthy, rich, and productive season after season. 9. Hand pollination, boosting growth without chemicals. Here's something most people don't think about. Not all plants get pollinated efficiently on their own. That's why the Amish sometimes hand-pollinate crops like corn, squash, and tomatoes. How? It's simple. They gently shake the pollen from one flower to another. They use a small brush to transfer pollen where it's needed. They make sure each plant has the best chance of producing fruit. This small effort dramatically increases yields. Instead of waiting for bees to do the job, they take matters into their own hands, literally. 10. Watering wisely, no waste, just results. Most gardeners overwater. The Amish don't. They use deep, strategic watering to make plants grow faster and stronger with less effort. Here's their approach. Water at dawn or dusk. No wasted evaporation. Use rainwater. Collected in barrels, it's full of natural minerals that plants love. Water deep. Not often. Instead of shallow daily watering, they soak the roots deeply every few days. This makes plants develop stronger root systems that reach deeper for moisture. This method means less water, faster growth, healthier plants. 11. Using animals to speed up the process. Amish farms aren't just about crops. Animals play a huge role in fast food growing. Chickens scratch the soil, eat pests, and fertilize as they go. Ducks control insects like slugs and beetles. Goats clear weeds from overgrown areas, preparing the land for planting. Instead of using machines or chemicals, the Amish let animals handle the work. It's efficient, it's sustainable, and it's incredibly effective. 12. Fermented fertilizers, natural growth boosters. Forget chemical fertilizers. The Amish use fermented fertilizers, a natural, nutrient-packed boost for their crops. One of their favorites? Comfort tea. Comfrey leaves are rich in potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen. The Amish soak them in water for a few weeks, creating a powerful, natural liquid fertilizer. They use it to feed plants, giving them a rapid growth boost, completely naturally. This old-world technique supercharges crops without harming the environment. 13. Crop rotation, the Amish cheat code for fast, healthy growth. One season, a field is filled with corn. The next year, clover. The year after that, potatoes. This constant rotation is one of the Amish's most powerful secrets. It keeps the land fertile without needing artificial fertilizers. Here's how it works. Different plants use different nutrients. Instead of draining the soil, they balance it naturally. Legumes like beans and peas add nitrogen, prepping the soil for heavy feeders like corn. Deep-rooted crops like carrots and radishes break up compacted soil, making it easier for next season's plants to grow. Modern farms overwork their land by planting the same crops year after year. The Amish? They keep it fresh and alive, so food grows faster and healthier with less effort. 14. The art of moon planting, timing growth with nature's clock. Most people plant whenever they have time. The Amish? They plant by the moon. It may sound old-fashioned, but this ancient method actually works. New moon, perfect for leafy greens. The extra moisture in the soil helps them sprout faster. First quarter moon, ideal for fruiting crops like tomatoes and peppers. They get a strong start. Full moon, root vegetables thrive. Carrots, potatoes, and onions grow faster and stronger. Last quarter moon, best time to prune, weed, and fertilize. It helps plants stay healthy. The Amish don't fight nature. They follow its rhythm. And by aligning their planting schedule with natural cycles, they maximize growth without the need for synthetic boosters. 15. Cold frames, growing fast even in the dead of winter. Winter slows down most gardens. Not the Amish. They use cold frames, a simple, glass-covered growing box that traps heat and extends the growing season by months. Sunlight warms the soil inside. The glass lid traps moisture and heat. Crops like lettuce, kale, and carrots grow all winter long. With cold frames, they keep harvesting even when snow covers the ground. Fast food growth doesn't mean rushing. It means staying productive all year long. 16. Amish shortcut to bigger harvests, pruning with precision. Most people let their plants grow wild. The Amish? They prune with a purpose. Tomato plants? They remove extra leaves so all energy goes to the fruit. Apple trees? They cut excess branches so sunlight reaches every apple. Grapevines? They trim them regularly to boost grape production. The result? Larger, healthier crops that grow faster and stronger. Every Amish farmer knows it's not just about what you grow, it's about how you guide it. 17. Homemade pest control, keeping crops safe without chemicals. Pests slow down food growth more than anything. Instead of spraying toxic chemicals, the Amish use natural pest control methods that work just as well, if not better. Marigolds and basil planted around crops repel insects naturally. Garlic and onion sprays keep away harmful bugs without harming plants. Ducks and chickens patrol the fields, eating pests before they become a problem. Instead of fighting against nature, they work with it. And that's why their food grows fast, healthy, and chemical-free. 18. Amish seed saving, the secret to stronger, faster crops every year. Modern farmers buy new seeds every season. The Amish? They save the best seeds from their strongest plants. Why does this matter? Because over time, these seeds adapt to their environment, growing faster. They're naturally suited to the soil and climate. Stronger. They resist pests and disease without chemicals. More productive. Each year, their yield improves. This isn't just farming, it's crafting the perfect seed. And it's why Amish food tastes better, grows faster, and thrives naturally. 19. The power of community, growing faster by working together. One farmer alone can only do so much. The Amish never work alone. Their entire community shares knowledge, labor, and resources. If one farmer's field is struggling, others pitch in. If a new idea helps speed up growth, everyone adopts it. This system means faster progress. No wasted time figuring things out alone. Stronger results. Multiple minds working together. More abundance. No farm is left behind. Modern farming is individualistic. The Amish build together, and that makes all the difference. Final thoughts, growing fast the Amish way. The secret to fast food growth isn't chemicals, shortcuts, or machines. It's understanding nature, working smarter, and never taking shortcuts that hurt long-term success. The Amish grow food faster because they respect the process. They enrich the soil, not deplete it. They time their planting to nature's cycles. They use animals, compost, and smart techniques instead of artificial boosters. They work as a community, ensuring no farm struggles alone. And most importantly, they think long-term. Anyone can use these methods. You don't need to be Amish. You don't need a massive farm. You just need patience, respect for nature, and a willingness to learn. Fast food growth isn't a trick. It's a craft, and no one has mastered it better than the Amish.